we got to talk about Happy Gilmore, everybody. Happy Gilmore 2 dropped today as of this stream. I watched it at midnight the second it dropped, and then I went to bed. So I had to have a late night going to bed. I'm not really working off a lot of sleep because it dropped at midnight, and this damn thing was 2 hours long. Why?
Crazy.
Comedies should not, they don't need to be 2 hours long.
Hour and a half. That's it.
So and then spoiler alert, I struggled to get through this damn thing. I was tired. I was going up past my bedtime, but it also fucking sucked. I'm sorry. The movie fucking sucked. And I actually, my wife woke me up like, hey, turn the TV off. I had fallen asleep and I missed. I was like, oh God, what did I miss? And I had to rewind it and find where I like fell asleep at. And I had to watch the last 20 minutes again. But
and it sounds like you didn't like it as much as I did. So
you liked it?
I didn't say I liked it. I said I don't think it was the biggest piece of shit. I would give it a middle of the road personally.
So let's kind of go through it in general. The general synopsis here is it's in the future. Happy Gilmore, he had married Virginia. They had was it 5 kids plus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 4 boys, 1 girl.
Yes, and once again, he cast his fucking daughters. God, and his wife. I'm so fucking sick of seeing him. I think that's my big problem. Is this feels more like a grown-ups movie than Happy Gilmore.
Oh, this is way better than Grown Ups. Way better than Grown Ups.
I think we're playing in a field of shit with turds. We're tossing feces to each other, swimming in a field of shit.
Well, I understand why you wouldn't like it as much as me. And just keep talking because we'll get into it.
So anyway, years have passed, and he like in the first 2 minutes, he shows that he kills Virginia. He hits her with a golf ball, which I think was a stupid choice. Like, what is going on? And then he falls into a depression. He starts boozing and he loses all his money. This guy won 4 tour championships and he's broke. He's up there with Tiger Woods and shit. And he would be set for life. I don't know how he has to move to like Rocky style.
He had to sell his grandma's house, which is stupid. And he moved into some like really shitty, dingy house, which, I mean, why would he still be living in his grandma's house if he won like 4 tour championships?
It's really stupid. But anyway, once again, we have Happy Gilmore that has to knock the rust off, and he sucks just like the first one. But why does he have to do it this time? In the first movie, he's got to save his grandma's house. In this one, he needs to send his daughter to a dance academy.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm like, get a job. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, so he has to get good again because he sucks. He's working at like a grocery store.
Yeah.
And they keep doing this fucking gag that got old after the first time, or he's got a secret flask and everything.
That's a terrible gag, dude.
It kept going on and on and on and on and on.
We understand he's an alcoholic. Okay, we get it.
Dude, an hour into the damn movie, his golf ball.
This
ain't. It wasn't funny the first damn time. Anyway, so we see it's like he's got to start at the bottom, and he goes to like some shitty club where we get our first batch of cameos, where it's just nonstop barrage of cameos. We got Eric Andre, we got the chick from the Substance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this movie is all cameos,
dumb.
Which was way too many. A lot of these comedians, they could have threw him out. I don't know why they were in there. I don't know why
Steve Buscemi had nothing to do. Why was he in there?
John
Lovitz is always funny, but even like he was a miss, dude. There's like a scene later in the movie where he falls off and I thought he was gonna like smack onto the ground. I was about ready to give the first laugh of the movie if he hit, but he didn't. He's like hanging by his ankle. They cut away. There's like a cutaway which kills the tension of the laughter, and they just show him hanging. I'll get you, Happy Gilmore. I'm like, oh man, it would have been so much funnier if there was no cut and we just saw him splat. I was ready to laugh.
All right, I'll give you my take. So they had everybody in the first film in this pretty much that was alive.
Okay, that's like half the people.
Which doesn't really matter. But I think a lot of people will actually enjoy this, like older people. Like I could see my dad liking this because they had all the golfers from the PGA Tour in this, which was funny. It was funny to see Rory I know you're not a golf fan. I'm a big golf fan. I watch golf all the time on television. They had Scotty Scheffler, which is pretty much the best golfer right now.
I saw Scotty Scheffler at the Phoenix Open.
Rory McIlroy. They had John Daly. Of course, he's the drunk, and that's him, dude. Hangs out at Hooters. He sleeps on his couch. That's funny to see these people. Bryson DeChambeau, and then they have Will Zalatoris, which he. It's funny because everybody makes fun of the dude because he looks exactly like the caddy from
Mhm.
Happy Gilmore, but they actually cast him as the caddy in Happy Gilmore.
Oh, is that
So
that?
that's what's funny about it, dude.
Okay.
Is because everybody on the PGA Tour, all the professional golfers make fun of him because it's like, oh yeah, you're the
So,
dude from Happy Gilmore.
but that's kind of a problem
So
because it's a big inside joke then for golf lovers.
yes, and
And
that's why it's funny to a lot of people, a lot of golf fans.
but Happy Gilmore, the first movie, it wasn't like that. We're
No,
talking about
no,
where
no, no,
it
no.
was a lot of mostly fictional people,
Yeah,
and, it attracted people like me who didn't know anything about golf. So, maybe there was some lulls there that I that went over my head,
and
but
there's a lot of them because I mean, with the whole new golf company that comes in, that's going to try
dumb,
to take over. But
fucking
hey, wait,
stupid.
it's dumb. It's dumb, but it's going to appeal to golf fans because they have the PGA Tour now. And they have the Live Tour. So the Live Tour is kind of like the new and up and coming, where it's kind of more of a party atmosphere.
Uh-huh.
And this is like the PGA Tour, like the Shooter Tour, Shooter McGavin. So they were at wars for the past like 3 or 4 years. So this is kind of topical when it comes to golf fans. So this is catering to golf fans, like older golf
Big
fans.
mistake
I
for
no, I totally agree. I totally agree.
for a broad, because
But
you're gonna alienate
hey, yeah, you are.
because, like, all look, here's the thing. Everybody that's a Happy Gilmore fan isn't a golf fan. That's the
Absolutely,
problem. That's the
absolutely.
problem.
No, I totally get it.
And I
But
don't dislike golf, but I'm not getting all those little things like you're saying, like the old caddy. Those are
and
going over my head.
that's why it was. I mean, I didn't think it was a good movie, but I mean, I laughed at some parts. I thought it was fine.
But
Like,
these little Easter eggs and these cameos can't carry your movie because when the people aren't getting that, all you're left with is a story, and the story's lame. So
yeah, story's terrible.
he
Yeah.
gets his swing back, and he gets approached by Benny Sadfi, the guy who directed Uncut Gems and
Hmm.
in Good Time, and he's the head of this like alternative league that is inspired by like how Happy Gilmore's kind of unconventional playing style. And he doesn't play ball, and basically he breaks Shooter McGavin out of a mental institution where he's been since the end. And I have to say, if there was any like kind of funny parts, it was little bursts of Shooter
Christopher
McGavin.
McDonald's funny, dude. He's
Little
funny.
like when he threw the soup or whatever in his face and ran
Yeah,
away. That was kind of funny, but they were just like little blurbs that were out of context funny.
yeah.
And I don't like the fact that Adam Sandler and Shooter McGavin teamed up. I didn't like
Yeah.
that. I thought that what is this? You want this rivalry? And I didn't like
I
I
I actually thought the two best parts was Shooter McGavin and Ben Stiller. I still think Ben Stiller had some funny moments in it. I do. I do.
I didn't think he was funny in this.
I
I
I didn't think he was all I don't think he was all the way there, but he had some funny moments, I thought. So,
Legendary LP, welcome to the chat, brother.
hey,
Just watched it. It sucked ass. So you're on team me and
hey,
Todd's against us here.
no, I'm not saying I'm against you. I'm just
I-
saying I said it's a mid movie. I
It's crazy. I could see where somebody might give it a mid. I gave it 3 out of 10. I
I would give it a 5 out of
gave it
10.
a 3 out of 10. I didn't laugh really once. I
Oh,
didn't laugh.
I laughed a few. Well, a lot of it was inside jokes when it came to the PGA Tour because I'm a golf nerd.
Then I
So,
guess it was for you. One thing I don't like is, and this is why you can't, it's just so hard to follow up a single movie,
yeah.
right? So many decades later. Because, I keep going back to the Ghostbusters comparison. If they wouldn't have stopped in 1989 and they would have had a Ghostbusters 3 in like 1993 or 94 and then another one in like 99 or the early 2000s, by the time we get to these new shitty Ghostbusters, it probably wouldn't have been as offensive and like kind of like, oh, what the hell's going on? It's so different. But you can't make a movie in the fucking 80s and then come out with the next movie 40 damn years later and not alienate people. It usually doesn't work. And so Happy Gilmore is unabashedly a 90s movie.
Yeah.
It exists solely in the
It should have
90s.
stayed in the 90s, yeah.
And then this movie's got this gross digital look that all these shitty and Adam Sandler Netflix movies have. It looks like you're watching some shitty soap opera. I don't like the way they look. All the weird digital effects in there that they're doing, it
Mhm.
makes it look cheap. It makes it look not good. And I'm not saying, look, the first Happy Gilmore didn't have any of that stuff. It didn't have like the weird special effects. And you had Chubbs with his fucking giant arm holding a fake hand, but it kind of leaned into the silly. And you had like the gator look stupid. But just there's something about the
They put
cartoony
Eminem
stuff.
in there, that was so dumb,
It
dude.
was dumb. It was
Yeah.
nothing but we had a comment earlier. I think it was Billy the Kid. This is perfect. Happy Gilmore 2 script. Death flashback, cameo drinking gag, flashback, rehab, cameo flashing gig, drinking game, cameo, rinse, repeat, all of it.
Yeah.
Dude, the
So
amount
many
of
flashbacks,
it,
it's
dude, it was
yeah.
so just that was my next thing. The flashbacks were so distracting.
We've
And
all seen the first film, we know what the first film was. You don't
it
need to
was so distracting every
shoehorn
time.
everything
He had
in.
to go like, "Oh, like, reminisce," and we'd have to get
Yeah.
it. Like, "Okay, we get it. Chubbs is dead, and you have to cast some bootleg Chubbs' son. Let's have a fucking thing of Chubbs before we see Chubbs' son." That's
Mhm.
called lazy writing. That's
Yeah.
called shoehorn bullshit in,
Yeah.
and it's nostalgia bait, as, like, the kids
Oh,
say.
yeah, absolutely is.
And I'm trying to think. Dude, killing off Julie Bowen was fucking weird. Killing off
Yeah,
Virginia was
why? I mean,
weird.
could she
You
only
had her.
yeah, could she only do it for, like, a week or something? Is that
You
why they
had
killed her
her.
off so quick?
I think where they went with the story, honestly, it's not what I thought it was gonna be. You know what I thought it was gonna be? I thought it was gonna be more like Rocky 3, where he had a fruitful career and he was on top and he was kind of aging, kind of like Tiger,
Mhm.
right? He's still and then Julie Bowen's there, and he's like Tiger Woods now, where he's not really placing anymore, but he's still like a legacy and he's got to make his comeback. I thought it was going to be like, and there's some new hotness, kind of like your Clubber Lang, right? I thought it was going to go that angle, and I just kind of wish we would have kept it safe there. I don't like what they did with him. It was too drastic, taking him to the ghetto again, working at a grocery store, and I I don't I'm not knocking him casting his kids and his wife and everything. I get it. He loves his family. I know you want to, prop them up, I guess, but it's really distracting seeing his daughters and everything. And then when they do the wink at the camera where his older daughter was in the AA meetings with him, like you're almost like a father. And they kind of give like that wink at the camera. I'm like, God dang it. It's you don't think it's because you look the fucking same? She looks like a female Adam Sandler. Like this is so distracting. I don't like this.
And I was having more high hopes for it going in just because of, the guy that directed it. Of course, the guy who did Workaholics did it, the Kyle, Newacek.
Yeah,
He
I
did
don't
it,
why did you
and
have
I
what
love Workaholics. It's fucking
yeah,
hysterical, and
Workaholics is funny, but
yeah.
he did that other movie with those guys, Game Over Man, and that was it, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
yeah.
exactly a proven
Mhm.
guy.
No, he's
And
not, but I mean, for comedy, I mean, you would think he would know
but
what comedy is.
this wasn't Workaholics. Workaholics was
No,
funny.
no,
The
no.
writing was shit, uh, and you could blame Adam Sandler for that because he at least co-wrote the script. You could see Dennis Dugan was in it, the original director. He had
Yeah.
a cameo or whatever. And some of those cameos, they're fine. Dennis Dugan being in it made sense. Like he didn't seem out of place. And but the Travis Kelsey getting shoved down your throat and the Bad Bunny, dude, I'm looking at I can't
Bad
believe
Bunny was in that?
he was the caddy,
Oh, that's bad. I didn't even know who Bad
his
Bunny is.
Latin caddy, which by the way, did he have a falling out with Alan Covert or something?
I don't know.
Alan Covert, the old caddy in Slanting Left, who was in
Oh, yeah.
Grandma's Boy and all these movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because you
yeah.
would have thought Alan Covert was always in his
That's
damn
true.
movies. You would have thought he would have easily brought him back to be his caddy, but he had a throwaway line. Yeah, my caddy's in Sweden. I need a new one. So it makes it sound like there was some kind of falling out. But everybody, I'm watching the reviews and everybody's like dying laughing at Bad Bunny, like he steals the show. I'm like, okay, I didn't laugh at a fucking single thing
I
this guy
I
did.
don't even know who. I mean, I've heard of Bad Bunny. I don't know what he does,
One of
but
the biggest singers in the world.
I don't know.
And by singers, I mean, hey, hey, he does reggaeton. Hey, hey,
I'm not really into that. No.
hey, oh, hey, hey. I had to take my wife to go see him at the baseball stadium here. And it's every like Latin thought you ever seen, dude, just like dressing like a whore and dancing. And even he's like doing what he does to a track. Hey, he's not even doing it. It's weird. Anyway,
I
I
like
digress.
Latin music though. I mean, John Cicada is my favorite Latin artist. I love John Cicada.
You probably like John Tesh too. You fucking. No, I'm just kidding. No, but anyway, that's neither here or there. He's a really, really popular guy, and I can see how he would bring people into the film. But I just think the cameos, and when you have these people like Nick Swartzen, even getting shoehorned into like old timey flashback when they're explaining the new tech, when Benny Sadfi's explaining how they're so good driving the long ball like Happy because they're
Yeah.
driving 500 yards. I really think the actual crux of the story is bad.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Like
Yeah,
we're going
yeah.
up against this anti-leak. We remove this fucking ligament or whatever that makes them stretch, and they would like to be like CGI. And you have Haley Joel
That's
Osment,
dumb, dude. Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment, dude. Let's
Yeah.
get real here. Terrible.
No, it wasn't good, man. It wasn't good, but it wasn't the
I
worst thing.
I got numb in the brain during. Now I guess if you put a gun to my head, the movie's a little bit better in the middle, I guess, where he's actually but it takes him I timed it 42 minutes before he's playing golf in like the golf setting. That
Oh,
whole
okay.
that first 42 minutes is rough, dude. Like him drunk, him playing with Eric Andre, and him at the grocery store drinking booze every 2 seconds, him talking to his family and his kids, which they're not funny,
No, yeah, they're
and
not
all
funny.
the depression stuff about him losing his wife. I None of that. It's like, dude, we got to get to it. It's like, can we just get on the green, please? And then once he did that, I guess it was something else. It was something different to see. It wasn't as like bleak. Somebody, I think it was Billy the Kid, was saying in the chat earlier that he thought the dark take of it was it was kind of like Clerks 3. If you saw Clerks 3, they do the same thing. They make it super dramatic, and one of them having cancer would say, and it gets depressing. And that's not necessarily what you're going into a movie like Clerks to go to get a big life lesson.
Mhm.
You want Clerks 2 where they're jacking off donkeys and
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Legendary LP, bro. You agree with me? 3 out of 10. Too many cameos. Too much rated PG-13.
I totally get the 3 out of 10. It's just I'm a golf fan, so I'm a sucker. I give it a
Did
5
you
out of
think the
10.
movie was ugly, dude?
It's not good. No, it's not good.
There's just something about. I mean, this movie probably cost more than the original Happy Gilmore, but there's just something that looks ugly about the way they made this movie and the way
I'll
they make
never
movies
I'll
today.
never watch it again. And my wife, so I watched it with my wife. She was on her phone after the first 15 minutes. She's like, the movie sucks. She didn't laugh once.
I didn't laugh once either.
I did. I laughed a couple times.
I didn't laugh once either, dude. And you even got to shoehorn in Mr. Larson, dude's son, dude, because
that was terrible.
Because Richard Keel's dead, dude.
That was
And
terrible.
you got this. It's like, okay, here we go. Here's this guy, and then they would rehash the laughs from the first movie, but they'd have to put different people in the gags. It's like, well, God, Mr. Larson's dead. So, and Shooter's a good guy now. So we got to do the I'll get you Shooter to Ben Stiller at the end. We got to pull that gag where he's running. He's like, what did he say? Not his jacket. It was his whatever.
Oh, his sobriety coin. Yeah.
Lame. This movie was fucking trash. It actually angered me. And the wife went to bed, and I told her, I said, "Oh, we can watch. I have to watch it for this and spat, but we'll watch it." I told her, "Hey, this movie sucks. Like, well, you really don't want to watch it, and I'd rather not watch it again." And she took my word. She usually takes my word for it, but because she's the worst. I mean, the wife test is the ultimate test.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like
15 minutes. I mean,
because
we usually like shit I don't like, so it's.
But we have more patience than our wives, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
And just dude. My wife even does not tolerate any fucking bullshit or any like slow pace anything. I could be enjoying the hell out of it. Like, no, you have to pay attention. This guy, and I'm like really studying it, like a David Lynch film, and she's in on her phone. Like, yeah, I can't do this. But yeah, I think it was what everybody has been saying. It's too many cameos, way too many damn flashbacks. That alcoholism joke just keeps rearing its damn head over and over and over again. You even have. Okay, Shooter, want to go to the Sizzler and get some grub? Eminem is his son.
Because terrible, dude.
Because he's dead. That actor passed away as well.
Yeah.
It's too much. And Eminem was not funny.
No.
And Bob Barker's dead. So who do they do the Bob Barker gag with?
They had his grave or whatever right there. Remember, he was wrestling Shooter at the
cemetery.
And
they did it like
yeah.
Yeah. They they
so shoehorned everything
they
in.
shoehorned
Why?
in everything, and they even moved it between characters because the other characters had passed on. And I just yeah, I can't express how much I really hated this movie. I really
Oh,
hate.
I'd rather watch this than like QB Halloween or Grown Ups.
Didn't we have enough movie besides like with his daughter not being there? I get it. The daughter gave him an excuse like, "Oh, and I need to send her to dance academy." Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
uh fucking stupid. Does he need like 4 or 5 kids, dude? Like that are supposed to be funny? Are they supposed to be like the kids in Me, Myself, and Irene?
Pretty
I don't
much. I mean, they're supposed to be like the East Coast kids that are just like into like hockey and shit, which is cool. But I mean, we've seen it before.
bonus
So.
points to the kid wearing the Load era Metallica shirt in the first scene when they're at the dinner table.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's the same shirt that different kids had when we were like in middle school. He was wearing it was a
Oh,
Load era, and it wasn't taking place in the 90s. So I don't know why the designer chose to give him that, but it was that collar shirt that had like the stripe down the middle. It's very 90s looking. It had a ninja star. It was a polo, like a collar shirt.
well, what shirts did I see? I saw what the ACDC Voltage or whatever
High
shirt,
voltage
High
shirt or whatever.
Voltage, and then Aerosmith. I saw an Aerosmith shirt.
Well,
And
on the topic of music, it also didn't feel like Happy Gilmore tonally.
no,
Besides the jokes, it didn't feel like Happy Gilmore, and the soundtrack. I know they
do they
played
do
very,
Tuesday's Gone?
huh?
Tuesday's
Yeah,
Gone.
which is bullshit. They open with the same. My name
Yeah,
is Happy Gilmore, and
yeah,
they're
yeah.
doing Tuesday's Gone there, and then you get a little bit of Carry On Wayward Son somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a couple of classic rock songs, but it was very inconsistent. It was very disjointed, and it just wasn't like the first movie where it was kind of part of it. I felt, um, I don't know. It was yeah, dude. I Legendary LP I think is my best friend now. He's agreeing with me on everything. I like that, which only means you should subscribe, bro, if you haven't
Yeah,
already.
subscribe.
Uh,
Anybody in here, subscribe, please, please.
if you
We
guys are new
keep
to the channel, show some love. But
for some reason after we posted that cannibal video, we lost like 3 followers. So we need to get those people back.
I noticed that people don't like the cannibal.
Well, there is fans out there. I'm a big cannibal fan, so let me know if you want me to talk about that. But
Anyway, Tom Rowan, not Michael J. Fox, is one of his sons, which is a bad idea from the get go. Freaking awful. And again, Mr. Art Larson's audio was reused in the scene at the end. Stay still. Yes. And they had Mr. Larson at the end waving in the sky like they
God,
had they
that
they they
end scene was terrible. That
they,
whole ending was terrible, dude.
I already forgot it. I already forgot what happens.
Uh, the family or the kids flew to France with
The
the
sister.
daughter, and he stayed back because he had to go to some like tour for like the PGA.
Yeah, he was back. His career was back.
Yeah, and he was basically just waving to the sky
and,
to
and,
his
and
wife.
they repurposed the Chubbs waving from the
Yeah,
first movie. He was back, that same Chubbs, the same footage. Probably did they throw grandma CGI grandma in there? And
yeah, might have.
the movie opens up with a deep faked de-aged Adam Sandler,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which
That
by the
really, I don't know.
but if I'm being fair, that technology is getting a lot better. And it's
But why do we even see that? If you
just I'm
Happy
telling you,
Gilmore 2, you've seen the first one. If you want to watch the
we
second one,
don't need well, they used the deep fake stuff to fill in the stuff that happened in the middle.
oh,
That was like new scenes. What happened over the course of the last 30 years. But
oh,
whatever. I think they should have just did it like Rocky 3. And I feel like you don't kill off Virginia. I feel like if you just make it like Rocky 3 and he's like Tiger Woods today, where he's, a legacy guy, but he can't compete with the young guys and he hasn't placed in years and he needs to make a comeback. He needs to take on the new one. And it could have been your guy, the best golfer out today. It could have been him because they
mhm.
cast real athletes in the Rocky movies sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. Then guess what? If you had that, we can write out his daughter and all that fucking dance school stuff. He's got like a conflict that already internally that's already set up for us. And you have to bring in Shooter. And Shooter, I understand had to have
Yeah.
been there, but use them differently. Like Shooter needed to be the guy to make a comeback.
Chris
Or
McDonald, he's the best part of the first film too. I mean,
or
I love him. He's so funny, dude.
or you could have had Happy, still going out on top, still going strong. Or, let's say Happy's retired. Let's say Happy's retired. Let's say Happy was a Tiger Woods and he faded out and he's stepping down. Shooter McGavin, maybe he was still locked up. We'll keep that. He gets out and he wants his rematch after 30 years. And it's
Yeah.
just like it's like Clubber Lang
Yeah.
calling out fucking, it's like, I want you back. And there you go. It's like a
Yeah.
Rocky thing. That's
No, I
fun.
totally, yeah, I'd rather watch that.
And we could
Absolutely.
have focused on their rivalry, gotten rid of, we don't need the callbacks to Bob Barker and, you suck,
No.
you jackass.
Yeah.
You should introduce more new stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the Chubbs, look, they had to rewrite it, right? So Chubbs having a fat son named Slim, who also had a wooden hand, was so
Oh,
stupid.
he's a comedian. Yeah,
He's the
they put
guy
a ton
from
of comedians. He's
he's the guy
funny, but he's not
he's the
funny
guy
in
from
this.
Breaking Bad on the money, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he also was like most of the movie not funny. Wasn't funny. The writing was not funny, and just let Chubbs go, because originally Chubbs was written into
Mhm.
this movie somehow, and then Carl Weathers passed away a couple years back, and they had
Yep.
to do rewrites. And I'm just like, yeah, it just doesn't work, man. And again, all the callbacks should have been limited to the graveyard scene only. Yeah, if it was just the graveyard, it would have worked. Where they
Yeah.
were fighting and stuff.
Absolutely.
Because it's silly, right? They're all
Yeah.
buried next to each other. You
Mhm.
got lots of Lucky Jackass buried next to Bob
Grandma.
Barker,
Yeah.
buried next to Bob Barker. That's kind of
Yeah.
a funny gag, right?
Mhm.
And it
Yeah.
would have been funny if that was the all we saw of it in the middle of the movie. Like, what the fuck? That would have been a nice like wink and a nod. Like, we acknowledge
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Move
Mhm.
on. Would have been really fun. And the Mista, like the
Yeah.
ghost, Mista. Look, it was too much. But if you're right, if you would have contained all that in that one scene, that would actually been tasteful.
That's kind of funny, dude. She's what, dead in
Uh,
the ground, dude. She's
yeah,
not
yeah.
trying to get out of her coffin,
But
dude.
it was too much. If they
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
left all the callback shit into that one scene, like Billy's saying,
So stupid,
that
dude.
would have been very tasteful. I thought that would have been really, really good. We could have
Yeah.
had "Who are you waving at, Happy?" with her nasty brown teeth. I always look at her nasty teeth, grandma's teeth, when she's saying that.
I did think that's funny. The antagonist of the film had like the worst breath you can possibly imagine. I thought that was kind of clever, dude.
And when he did the breathalyzer on the door, said "fart detected."
That was funny, dude.
I don't know, man. I don't. Whatever. Tom Rowan says, "Okay," and way too many broccoli heads included. Hey, dude, Bad Bunny's a huge broccoli head, but I don't think did he have broccoli head in this? Yeah. Hey, thanks, Legendary. Look, we ask and we shall receive. He
Thank you,
subscribed.
brother.
We appreciate you, man, and glad to have you along. But yeah, I mean, where are you guys pulsing it? Hold on, I laughed at the Mista element, but yeah, just limit to that one scene and focus on the movie and Shooter and Happy Man with no little cameos, no funny, and not a dead wife. Yeah, 100%. If they would have focused on making a good story, you can bring back Shooter. That's all because there's actually unresolved stuff with him and Shooter.
Absolutely,
So like
100%,
that
dude.
you can bring back and have round two again. That would work. And that
Even
would
the
be
mental hospital's stupid, but I mean, I can see it, keep it. I don't care.
but whatever. I mean, focus on the story, and then yeah, that's brilliant. Just do the callbacks in the cemetery when they're fighting. Awesome. But of course, give me the film look, 90s film, grain grounding, etc. Yeah, it just took me out of it. It just looked too much like every dumb Adam Sandler movie. Yeah, the guy who directed this, he said he also directed that Jennifer Aniston Netflix movie. He did, where they're like detectives.
I don't know if I saw that
It's
one.
bullshit, dude. He makes bullshit. He made 2 Netflix movie and Workaholics. The guy sucks. Stiller stupid face, dude, on
Well,
the
I mean,
golf ball.
Workaholics is great.
Oh,
I love Workaholics.
no, Workaholics is funny. Look, Stiller's stupid face on the golf ball near the end, undercutting the
Oh, that
woman.
was terrible, dude. That was
I was
terrible.
like screaming, dude,
Dumb,
it's
dude.
so dumb. Who I would say who's telling Adam Sandler these are good ideas? Nobody, because it's his own production company, and Netflix has thrown him millions upon millions of dollars for these fucking movie deals. So he literally just has carte blanche to do whatever he wants, and nobody's telling him no.
Well, I
And
mean,
that's a problem.
yeah, I mean, he shouldn't produce his own movies. I mean, he can't. I mean, Madison production sucks.
Happy's big win was such a tense moment in the first movie, so satisfying. Yeah, and now they're like on like a balancing board, like a
So
Nintendo.
stupid,
They're like on a
dude.
Nintendo
Yeah.
Wii balancing board, like, oh, gotta move it this way, let it go in the fucking hole. Oh, don't move, and then he like falls. Oh, Bad Bunny like drops and
Here,
so
throw me your
dumb.
putter. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's dumb, dude. This movie,
He's
you
like,
know
"You don't
what?
know physics."
Guess what? I after talking about it and reliving it, this PTSD, it's a 2 out of 10.
All right, I give it a 4 out of 10 after talking.
Oh, we brought him down.
4 out of 10.
It's a 2 out of 10. Yes, we brought so everybody chime in. I want to know your ratings
Yes.
out of 10.
We got
And
what? Yeah, we got people in here. Yeah, tell me your ratings. Come on,
if you're
people.
watching this
Talk.
video after the fact, I want you to
Yeah,
shoot your shoot your load all over Todd. No, I want you to shoot your ratings in the comments.
shoot your ratings and subscribe right now.
Big thanks to our awesome members for keeping Revival House alive, and to all the subscribers hanging out with us. You're the best. If you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We've got thousands of hours of content and cover a wide variety of horror films, so there's always something new and creepy coming your way. We'll catch you next time for more spooky fun. Now you know what we are. Now you know what you are. You'll never grow old, and you'll never die, but you must feed.